Oh, good morning, people. Well, it'll probably be afternoon by the time you see this. I've had to take and make various phone calls. But on a Tuesday, sat here under the usual apocalyptic grey skies. On a, what is it? Yeah, Tuesday, isn't it? So this week, in particular tomorrow, we will find out what fresh hell is going to be unleashed on us by Racheal from accounts with a spring budget. Well, they're saying it's a spring statement, others are saying it's an emergency budget. Will she be giving anything back to us to appease the people? Maybe it's possible. Got local elections coming up in May, which looks like they're now going to happen. But as always with this lot and the other lot before, whatever they give you, it'll just be taken back with the other hand. With the economy failing, cost of living up, both of which she totally denies, but we actually living in it, we can see it happening. She says unemployment is down. And then in the next breath she's amounting tens of thousands of jobs to be cut in the useless pen-pushing civil service. That's on top of the alleged 200,000 businesses that have been shut down, all putting people out of work. She can't borrow any more money. So how are they going to pay and continue to pay for their pet projects? Well, taxes is basically their only form of income now. Or is it? Think about it. Comrade Starmer had a meeting, was it last week? Or maybe even the week before, you know what my memory's like, with BlackRock. There could only be two reasons for this. One is trying to sell off more of the UK. Well, we know BlackRock will buy up on their behalf any farmland that's going, won't they? Or is he going to borrow more money off of them, Either way, it's not going to be good for us. And they're still trying to blame it all on this black hole that never existed. So heads up, people, to what is said tomorrow. I'm sure we'll have some form of discussion on it in tomorrow night's midweek live. But as I mentioned, it looks like the May elections could be on. So we can see a lot of changes there, I think. But, will she just be trying to build support for those elections tomorrow? Well, they've got several which usually would be safe Labour seats up for grabs. One I know of in Liverpool, Bootle, always been a safe Labour bet, but it's looking very dubious now, along with the others. But will we see Labour bods knocking on doors? I very much doubt it. They don't like being verbally abused, do they? They'll lock people up for just disagreeing with them. I dealt with one a few weeks back. He won't be coming back. But yeah, their safe seats are looking very, very dodgy at the moment. To whatever other parties, I'm not saying it's Reform, they got their own problems going on. But if you do vote, please remember, not voting does not help us one bit. It does not help abstaining from the vote. Anyway, moving on to something else. It was the 5th anniversary of lockdown. And again, they're fear-mongering. Straight away. As soon as it's mentioned, the fear-mongering starts. This one that they started now is over one sheep, apparently, that's got bird flu. Wonder what sort of company he's been keeping, or she. But how many times have we heard this? Oh, a case has been discovered of this. Oh, we've had one case of this. Well, the sad thing now, you wankers in power, is that the British public have got used to being lied to by you. We don't take any fucking notice of you anymore. You know, there will be one or two, as we used to call them, sheep, who on this report and a few others will be locking themselves up in their home, living on stale bread and canned food for a few weeks. But normal people that can think for themselves, all it does is cross their mind, oh, this is more bullshit, ignore it. Yes, I am one of them. I never took any notice of the first fucking lockdown and restrictions, even though I'm in ill health and allegedly susceptible to everything. So yeah, I'm one of the latter. I take no fucking notice of them. You know, we can see through the lies. That's all you get from them now. You can't believe anything they come out with. But I will leave that there for today, folks. I'm not in the best of health. It's what all the appointments and phone calls have been about. But until tomorrow, probably won't be a video unless I hear anything drastic. But just keep tabs of what the bitch says tomorrow. We'll have a chat about it tomorrow on the live stream. But until then, guys, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay free from the bullshit and the lies. Respects, guys.